All right, and we're back. And so we're going to look at pages 18, 19, and 20 of the packet. So we have the poem Night Walk, and I like this poem. And it's about someone walking their puppy in the city. Okay, so we start off. Night Walk by Amy Saito. The sky above, the streets below, the stars reflecting off the snow. A lovely night for us to go out for a walk, the puppy thinks. The moon's a brilliant shade of gold, and though she's just a few months old, the puppy knows the night is cold. She leans into the wind and blinks. What's that thing moving in the tree? The puppy dashes up to see. It's vanished, what a mystery! She sits beneath the tree to bark. Her master guides her through the night, first turning left, then turning right. The dark is deep, there is no light. She yanks her leash. Is this the park? The night's a lovely time to roam, but now it's time for heading home. She's only little after all. Can't run all night when she's so small. Some day she'll grow a little more, and when she's 3 or maybe 4, she'll run all night and she'll be tough. Tonight, though, she's gone far enough. Her master strokes her furry head, and yawning she goes off to bed. But as she sleeps, the moonlight beams will dart and dance inside her dreams. Okay, so we have that poem, and they gave us some multiple choice questions. On page 19, it's question 1. It's part A and B. Very leap-like. I know we're not taking the leap, but you will find out next year. Okay, so how are the events in stanzas 3 and 4 important to the theme of the poem? Remember, I taught you how to find stanzas. Stanzas are those paragraphs. If it says line 3 and 4, then you count until you find the 3rd and 4th line. But stanzas are those little paragraphs, as we say, that separate. So remember, I taught you to annotate. So the first thing you do when you have a text is to mark the paragraphs. So if I were to do that, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd have 7 stanzas. So they want us to know, how are the events in stanzas 3 and 4 important to the theme of the poem? What do? You go back to stanzas 3 and 4 and read them. So I'm going to read 3 and 4. What's that thing moving in the tree? The puppy dashes up to see. It's vanished, what a mystery! She sits beneath the tree to bark. Her master guides her through the night, first turning left, then turning right. The dark is deep, there is no light. She yanks her leash. Is this the park? Okay, so how are the events in stanzas 3 and 4 important to the theme of the poem? A, the events show it is a good night for a walk. B, the events show that the puppy is young and active. C, the events show the speaker is the puppy's master. Or D, the events show that the night is dark and dangerous. And the answer is B. The puppy is young and active. And I think in class I had you guys tell me what showed that there. And then, of course, that's what you have to find for part B. Select one choice from each stanza that best supports the answer to part A. They want one from each stanza. So when you have that, what did I tell you to do? I told you to cover up D, E, and F and just look at A, B, and C, find the answer, then cover A, B, and C, and find the answer from D, E, or F, because it's going to be one from each stanza. So I said, and I'm even taking my pen, we said B, the event show that the puppy is young and active. I'm going to underline young and active, and then I'm going to look down at A through C and see which of those examples best supports the answer to part A. So would it be A, what's that moving in the tree? B, the puppy dashes up to see. C, sits beneath the tree. Well, I can eliminate C right there just because that does not show young and active. Okay, what's that thing moving in the tree? The puppy dashes up to see. All right, so I'm going to say B because dashes, that movement, that constant moving. All right, now I'm looking at D, E, or F for something that shows young and active. Her master guides her. Okay, that shows young. There is no light. That doesn't have anything to do with anything. She yanks her leash. She's got to go. She yanks her leash. So it's going to be B and F for part B. So one more time. For question 1, part A, the answer is B as in boy. For part B, the answer is B as in boy and F as in fun, which is what you can have as soon as you finish this assignment. All right. Now we have a little mini chart. Okay, so what's the topic of the poem? What's the poem what's it about? The specific story. It's about taking Puppy out for a walk. Taking Puppy out for a walk. What are the details about the topic? Okay. The puppy. I'm having to look back at the poem. Okay, so the puppy is young. That's important. And you say, well, puppy's obviously young, but they mention just how young this puppy is a couple times. Young and active. Oh, that's what we had for our multiple choice. And what are the? And I'm going to go ahead and move on. I know in class I'd make you like fill in the whole square, but I'm going to move on. What are the speaker's reflections on the topic? Okay, so how's the speaker feel? The speaker feels that the puppy is still young and needs to be guided and can't really just be out by itself. So herself. It says puppy, she. So I would say that the speaker's reflections on the topic is that the puppy is not ready to be by herself, but, and I'm going to put a semicolon, as you guys would say the period and the comma together. And I wish we would have had more time to go over things like that. All right, so the puppy is not ready to be by herself, semicolon. One day, she will be grown up. Okay, so what is the theme of the poem? So I look at those reflections. What is the theme of the poem? And we had a hard time with this with one of my classes. I think my afternoon class. One of the classes we had a hard time trying to, when I say, okay, what do you guys think the theme would be? And this is one that I think what the theme is, enjoy the moment of being young. I think that's the theme. I don't know how any fifth grader is supposed to get that. And that might not be what they wrote down in the teacher's manual as the answer, but I think that's what it is. And I think that's what we put, and I tried to explain it, and I don't know if I did a good enough job. But the theme seems to be that one day this puppy's going to grow up, and it's going to happen fast. But for right now, the puppy is immature and needs to be loved and nurtured. So I think one of you guys said enjoying the moment, enjoy, and really this isn't just about a puppy, but this could be about a mother or a father and a child, teacher and a student. It could be the fact that at some point young things grow up, and then we're not, it's kind of like you in fifth grade. You guys come in and you only know so much, and then by the end of the year you know so much more. And that's just one of those things. I don't know how a fifth grader is supposed to get that. I don't know how a kid's supposed to get that in general. But I think that the theme is enjoy being young. And it'll pass quickly. And I'm not even 100% sure on this one, but that's what I'm putting. It will pass quickly. It's one of those moments where I wish I could be a little lazy. I wish I had the book that we did at school, because we together, I think we were more in a better mode. Okay, so now they want us to write, and my printer only printed off part of it, so I've got me a blank workbook here. So I'm looking at the page, and it says, describe the topic and the theme of the poem, Night Walk. Use details from the poem and chart to support your response. Okay, so describe the topic and the theme of the poem. we're going to make that our topic sentence. Okay, so I indent. I need a little more room here. I indent, identify the poem in the topic sentence. The poem, one parentheses, Night Walk. The poem Night Walk is about a puppy out for a walk with her owner. Out for a walk with her owner, comma, and has a theme of enjoying the moment because, I remember what we wrote in class, enjoy the moment because it won't last long. So enjoying the moment because it won't last, maybe we said forever. We'll put that forever. Okay, so here's the first sentence, and I'll put a picture of this up. The poem Night Walk is about a puppy out for a walk with her owner, comma, and has a theme of enjoying the moment because it won't last forever, period. Now I need some examples, and then I'm going to finish it up. Okay, so I look at my chart. What are some examples? So the poem shows that the owner knows that the puppy is not ready to be on its own. How about, if I like that, on its own. Yeah, that's good, period. I'm just looking at my chart. I feel like where your eyes, I'm looking up at my chart. The puppy is young and active. Comma. I'm going to paraphrase what it says. Jerking at its leash, at her leash. And wanting to play all night, comma, but she's too young. How about she's too young right now? Period. Okay. Again, I'm not always the proudest of the writing that we do together on the poetry section, but that's gonna be good enough. I'll put a picture of this up. Okay, so this got us to through page 20 of the grade recovery packet. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're getting this done. Raise your letter grade by 1. I have assignments posted. Try to do assignments as best you can, but most importantly is to get these packets complete and turned in, and that's what will count, and that's what will help you. Again, hope you're all doing well. We have a few weeks of the school year left. I'm trying to post things and all the way through the end until the last day of school for you guys, which would be in a couple weeks. I'm proud of the hard work you guys are doing. I'm really sorry that it's going this way, that we haven't been able to get back together in the classroom. But I'm really proud of you guys, and I hope you're doing well.